Hi, today I'm reviewing the Maelove Fade Away Brightening Serum. And really quick, I just want to say this video is brought to you by the new No BS Beauty newsletter. Be sure to check it out. I will say we had a hiccup in it where some people are subscribed to it monthly and some people are subscribed to it weekly and some people are subscribed to it both. There's a little bit of hiccup. So if you missed it for a couple weeks, we fixed it. I apologize. Hopefully we fixed it. And it wasn't my mistake. For once, because I'm not that good at computers to even make that mistake. Anyway. Okay, so this product I purchased a while ago. Is there an expiration date? There's not. Okay. And several of you recently have asked me to review it, so I thought I'll review it. Kind of iffy about some of this brand. I have a love-hate relationship with this brand. I'll say that. So keep that in mind. It might be a little bit... yeah, I just have it's hit or miss for me, this brand. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so they say it's a powerful yet gentle discoloration correcting serum to treat and prevent hyperpigmentation and stubborn dark spots without the need for hydroquinone. Hydroquinone has been demonized. It can be efficient and effective for some people. It really needs to be done and used the letter of the directions. And some people can have issues and reactions with it. So, it's been demonized. But for some people it can work really well. And it might be you, it might not be you. So I do think a lot of brands have demonized it. There are some ingredients that may work as good and things like that. But for some people, melasma and things like that can be even harder to treat than lots of other different types of pigmentation. So that's what I'm going to say about that. So, okay, on to my first criteria, which is packaging. We've got a glass dropper bottle. I do like the fact that it's tinted because there are some active ingredients in here, so that's a good thing that they've not used a clear bottle. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. When we get to fragrance, this has a medium strength herbal scent. It does dissipate in a few minutes. It doesn't linger a ton, but it is noticeable when you apply it. So I ended up, when I started testing this, I had to stop, and that's why I didn't review it, and then I tested it for a little bit longer, and then I stopped. So that's why I never did a full review. So these are my thoughts on it based on testing it, I think, 3 different sessions for a couple weeks each. So that scent in it does give me a little bit of tingling. It contains witch hazel, and then the other ingredient is thyme oil. Thyme extract is still a fragrance ingredient, but not as potentially irritating as thyme oil is. And the witch hazel may be soothing for some people. The combination of them may be irritating, just depends. Thyme oil can have some antibacterial benefits for skin, but for sensitive skin, it also can be potentially irritating. And then you add in some of the other ingredients in here, and it just has a higher potential to irritate skin. So keep that in mind. On the reviews, there are a handful of people that mentioned it really irritated their skin, kind of like same thing, same experience I had. So typically I like to use things for 30 days before I review them, but then with this one's like a week, and then I'd stop, and then 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and then I'd be like, oh, I can't do it this day in a row because my skin's starting to get dry and freaking out. You know what I mean? Okay, in terms of the manufacturing location, this one is made in the U.S., so no issues with that. So ease of use. It's a serum texture. It is green, so don't be alarmed by the color. I think some of the ingredients in here give it a green shade, so no issues with that. Nice serumy texture. So I would recommend using this in your evening routine, especially if you're prone to dark spots. The thyme oil it's better off if you use it in your evening routine, especially with the brightening ingredients, and then in your daytime routine, focus on prevention with ascorbic acid and sunscreen, and at night, focus on the correction and things like that. So use it, follow it with a moisturizer. It has a nice texture to it, absorbs pretty nicely. It doesn't have a sticky texture to it, and works well under a good moisturizer and things like that. No issues with ease of use. It's very easy. It's got a pleasant texture to it, and it feels nice on skin once that scent and things dissipate. It takes a moment to absorb, and yeah, so after applying it, be sure to use your moisturizer, and I just recommend using your evening routine. I think they recommend using it morning or evening. They don't really say. Apply 1 full dropper to the entire face. So they don't really say morning or evening, but anyway. Okay. So next up, the exciting stuff, the beneficial ingredients in this one. So we got Alpha-Arbutin, antioxidant, depigmenting ingredient. We've got Kojic acid, which is a fungi-derived antioxidant and lightening agent. It inhibits melanin production. We've got licorice root extract, which is an antioxidant, soothing, and brightening ingredient. We've got glutathione, this is one of the earlier ingredients that started using glutathione, and now you see it in a lot of stuff. Glutathione, great antioxidant, berry repairing, tyrosine inhibitor that can help to fade dark spots and prevent melanin production in skin. We've got red algae extract, which is a good antioxidant and protecting ingredient. It's also a good source of zinc, magnesium, and calcium, and may be beneficial for reducing acne and redness. We've got Moringa seed oil, which is an emollient rich in fatty acids. There's cucumber fruit extract, soothing and hydrating ingredient. We've got rosemary leaf extract, antioxidant, antibacterial ingredient. Aloe, good soothing ingredient. Sunflower seed extract, emollient. Ivy gourd extract, hydrating, anti-aging. Eggplant extract, anti-aging, hydrating, and bacteria fighting. Holy basil extract, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging ingredient. So in terms of the ones that will help fade hyperpigmentation that's already there, we've got the alpha-arbutin, the licorice root, the glutathione. Those are the main ingredients in there. So it'd been nice if they were throwing some like tranexamic acid in there. Yeah, or maybe some of the resorcinol, things like that, but that's kind of what they went with. No real issues with that. In terms of animal testing, this one is vegan, it's gluten-free, and it's cruelty-free, so no issues at all with that. In terms of performance, so it promises to fade dark spots, even out skin tone, and prevent future hyperpigmentation. I would say this is moderately helpful with dark spots and ever so slightly beneficial evening out the skin tone, but for me, I just have found a ton of other products that for me work better. My hyperpigmentation is different than some other types of hyperpigmentation. There's many different types. There's hyperpigmentation from post-inflammatory, like breakouts. There's dark spots. There's sunspots. Melasma is something very specific. There's many different types, and certain types respond differently to different ingredients. So I didn't find this to be super effective for me, but perhaps other people with newer hyperpigmentation might find it effective, or a different type of pigmentation related to different causes. It just depends. Melasma is probably one of the most difficult to treat, and it's probably never going to go away unless I rip my whole face off and start over again, which I don't know if that's possible at this age. I don't know if that's possible at all, actually. Probably not. I don't think even if it was possible, I'd want to do that. I digress. Okay, so this for other people might work better. I didn't find it to be terribly efficient and effective for me. And then a second, I'm going to talk about other alternatives that I find have been a little bit better. Okay, in terms of the price, so this is the full size 1 ounce, 30 milliliters, and retails for $40. So in my opinion, just over the edge of being too pricey. Just in my opinion. Last but not least, the it factor. Overall, I found this to be an average brightening serum. I think it's highly likely for a lot of people that could irritate their skin. So that's a chance some of you may not want to take. And it may work better for others than it did for me. That's some hyperpigmentation, or especially new hyperpigmentation, is going to be easier to treat than things that have been on my forehead for years, decade probably or more. So some alternatives or dupes include the In Beauty Project Green Machine Jelly Oil Serum, the Ursa Major Glow Golden Serum, the Inculus Alpha-Arbutin Serum, and the Acure Brightening Alpha-Arbutin Face Serum. Those are some alternatives or dupes. You can certainly check out, I've done tons of videos on good products for hyperpigmentation and melasma and dark spots. Geek and Gorgeous Seed Glow, Regimen Lab Level Serum, Topicals Faded, Transparent Lab PIH, Dark Spot Serum is great. There's tons of them that are wonderful. I just didn't have that good of luck with it. So there you go. There's tons of other great ones. Check out my channel, because if there's anybody that has struggled with melasma, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, it's the only reason I really got into skincare is because I was starting to look like a, I don't know, a terrible zebra caricature of a zebra. It was bad. That's all I have to say. I'll have to find some pictures because it was really bad. It's still bad, but it's better. Okay, so with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this one a 6. Yeah, those are my thoughts. 6, it's average. Work better for some than others. Yeah. Anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check this one out or not. Or if you have any hyperpigmentation recommendations, leave them below. Thanks so much, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Bye, guys.